Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Houston Sports Talk back into the video today, and today the New York Jets beat the Denver Broncos 31-21, and Nathaniel Hackett and the New York Jets get revenge on the Denver Broncos after all the trash talk the Denver Broncos and Sean Payton made about Nathaniel Hackett and the Jets, or mainly about Nathaniel Hackett and how this Jets team have supported Hackett, their offensive coordinator. Definitely, you can see definitely their support for him. And what a performance by the New York Jets. Last week they had a great game for, a great game last week against the Chiefs, nearly won. Probably should have won. And this week they even have a better week. Let's get into this win for the New York Jets as they win 31-21. All right. So scoring summary, first quarter, 30-yard field goal for Greg Zuerlein. It's 3-0. Then Jaleel McLaughlin with a 22-yard touchdown reception from Russell Wilson. Broncos take the lead 7-3. Then Russell Wilson is charged with an intentional grounding in the end zone. It's a team safety. It's 5-7. Then Will Lutz with a 23-yard field goal in the second quarter. The Broncos take a 5-point lead, 10-5. Then they just keep exchanging field goals. Greg Zuerlein, 26-yard field goal, 8-10. Will Lutz, 22-yard field goal, 13-8. And then it's 13-8 going to halftime. Broncos lead it. Then Breece Hall with a huge 72-yard touchdown run. It's 15-13. They go for the extra point, of course. And then Greg Zuerlein, another field goal, 27-yard field goal. It's 18-13. Then more fourth quarter. It's the same thing, field goals. Greg Zuerlein, 22-yard field goal, 21-13. Greg Zuerlein, 49-yard field goal. It's 24-13. Must have been great to have Zuerlein in fantasy. And then the Broncos go for, they score a touchdown. They go for two. They 3-yard touchdown pass to Adam Trotman. They throw to Michael Burden for the 2-point conversion. It's 24-21. Then the Broncos get the ball back. They have a chance to score a field goal, but Russell Wilson fumbles, and Bryce Hall picks it up for a 39-yard fumble return, and it's 31-21. All right, game leaders. Zach Wilson was not as good as he was last week, but the Jets were able to win this game. 19 for 26 with 199 passing yards, 1 interception thrown. Russell Wilson was not that any better. I mean, he was better. He completed more passes. He also threw more passes. He threw more touching passes. He threw more touchdowns. And he also, not only that, but he also threw less passing yards. 20 for 31, 196 passing yards, 2 passing touchdowns. Rushing yards, Breece Hall had an amazing game for the Jets. 22 carries, 177 rushing yards, 1 touchdown, while Jaleel McLaughlin had 9 carries for 68 rushing yards. Receiving yards, the tight end Tyler Conklin had 4 receptions for 67 receiving yards, while Samaje Perine led the Broncos in receiving yards for 4 receptions and 73 receiving yards. All right, other stats. Besides McLaughlin, Russell Wilson ran for 49 yards, and Zach Wilson ran for 26 yards. Dalvin Cook ran for 23 yards. Garrett Wilson had 3 receptions for 54 receiving yards. He was targeted 7 times. Allen Lazard had 3 receptions for 33 receiving yards, and Breece Hall had 3 receptions for 17 receiving yards. For the Broncos, Jerry Jeudy had 6 receptions for 50 receiving yards, and Courtland Sutton had 1 reception for 13 receiving yards, but got injured in this game. Fumbles, a lot of fumbles in this game. 4 fumbles for each team. Russell Wilson fumbled twice. He lost 1. Samaje Perine fumbled once. He lost 1. Marvin Mims fumbled once. He lost 1. And Tremont Smith recovered a fumble, which was lost by Xavier Gipson of the Jets. So Xavier Gipson fumbled twice, lost 1. Zach Wilson fumbled twice, recovered 1 of his, didn't lose any. And that was it for the Jets fumbling in this ball game. Tackles, C.J. Mosley led the Jets in tackles with 13 tackles with 2 tackles for loss. Jets had a total of 4 sacks, 2 for Quincy Williams, and a forced fumble, and 1 sack for Jermaine Johnson. And also, the final sack went to Bryce Huff. Total of 7 tackles for loss of the day. 4 sacks for the Broncos, 2 for Nick Benito, and 1 for Zach Allen, and also 1 sack for Elijah Garcia. Interceptions, Pat Surtain with the only interception on the game, and he intercepted it and was a return of nothing. So Pat Surtain the second with an interception. So that's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed them. Our thoughts on the game, and peace out.